One of the interesting geologic issues that came out of actually the discovery by Dr. Bob Ballard was that he was concerned the ship, being 46,000 tons, might actually sink into the ocean, the primordial oozes of the deep sea, and not be found. Then when the ship was discovered on the seafloor, then the question became, well, how can that be? It was such a huge weight. Why is it resting on the seafloor? And that was a geologic question, and the research we conducted actually not only solved the problem, but it generated a whole bunch of interest in geohazards. We discovered that Titanic was only buried in the bottom by 3 to 4 meters, maybe in some cases up to 5, and that was a bit of an enigma. On research and collecting sediment samples from the seafloor, we learned that the seabed actually was a landslide scar. And of course that material is very dense and very difficult to penetrate. So it explains why the Titanic was sitting on the seafloor. Now what was even more interesting, of course, we then discovered it was at the bottom of a canyon. You can see a large canyon, and that canyon represents the scar. Well, now that had a consequence, a very practical one, because landslides, submarine landslides, like on land, are a hazard. In this case, a hazard to communications cables. They can be a hazard to deep sea pipelines.